Hey, I'm coming to you live. So today I am going to be talking about consistency. So it's one of them big words that's always floated about, just like consistency and how you keep going. How do you keep consistent when, like, we've all had days where we're just not feeling that great and we just can't be bothered, and your upline says to you, just keep going, and you're like, well, what do you mean just keep going? I don't know what to keep going with. And you go to them and they go, just keep going. So that's what I'm going to be talking about with you today. So what happened with me is I'd been in this industry for 7 years. Felt like, what's the point? I keep getting pins and needles. I kept thinking, what's the point? Why am I going to keep going? No one's telling me what to do. They're just telling me be more consistent, do more of this, do more of that. And when you're feeling really down and you don't really understand like the whole consistency thing, it's really hard to keep going and keep being consistent. So as I get started, if you're on the replay, hashtag replay, I'm in, I say sunny, was it sunny today? I think so. I don't really go out much, but yeah, sunny Essex. So drop below where you're from, where you're coming in from, where you're listening to me from. If you're new, hashtag new. If you get value, then obviously please do share. So I've written some notes here because I've had a few people come in my inbox this week and say, how will you keep going? What is it that you're doing that you keep going? I just get so frustrated. I can't seem to keep going. I'm trying this, I'm trying that. It's just not happening for me. Like, what is it that you're doing that you keep turning up every day? You keep turning up with a smile on your face, and it's not really a big secret. What it is I just learn the process behind consistency. So I learned the reason why it's so important to be consistent. I learned like just the background story, because until you learn how something works, you can't use it, because there's no point in having a Hoover if you don't know how to use a Hoover. Like, imagine you got a Hoover and no one told you what a Hoover does, and you'd just be looking at it going, well, what is this? And it would just be useless, wouldn't it? Because you'd have this Hoover, it's like really out there, like example, I know, but you'd have a Hoover and you wouldn't know what to do with it, so it'd be a pointless item. If you've got something and you don't know what to do with it, and someone just goes, oh, it's a Hoover, until you look up what a Hoover is on the internet or something, you wouldn't have a clue what a Hoover is. And this is a bit what consistency about. So people say to you, stay consistent, keep being consistent, keep doing this, keep doing that. You go to your uplines, keep being consistent, keep going, you can do it. And you don't, once you work out what it is, the reason why you have to be consistent and the reason why it's so important, it is just like a light bulb switches on in your brain. Because I am all about mindset. If you look at my profile, it's all about mindset, and this is how I turned it all around, because I've rewired my brain and I'm finding out the reason behind things. I'm finding out what it's all about. So how many of you have gone to an upline either in this business or previously, and they've said to you, just keep going, and you've gone, what do you mean just keep going? Like, how do I keep going? What do I need to do? And they've just said, it will happen, just keep going, just keep contacting those people, just keep talking to everyone. And you're like, well, yeah, I'm doing that, but nothing's happening. What if you could go to an upline and your upline went, yep, got to keep going, and this is why. This is why you're going to keep going. This is what's going to happen. This is this. Let's have a look at what you're doing. Let's retweak it. And this is what's happening for me at the moment. I've worked out the hard way what consistency actually means. And once you, like I said, once you learn the background story, once you learn what consistency is all about and what it actually means, it's such an easy thing. And you just think to yourself, why didn't I know this before? Why didn't I know what consistency was? If I'd known this 7 years ago, oh, my whole world would have been completely different. And this is how I'm turning up every day, because I'm knowing what it's all about. I'm knowing what consistency means. Consistency isn't keep ramming what you're doing down people's like throats, spam. That isn't consistency. That's just spamming. Consistency is showing up, creating value, and just being like a supportive network for people. So I've sort of discovered, I'm looking at my notes here, I've written notes on this because I go off, like, even I need notes, I have to have notes. So there isn't any magic wand, there's no magic wand that creates everything, but what consistency is this just turning up every day, being in there constantly, so someone can watch you and see what it is that you're doing, see how it's changing you. It's not turning up every day, look at this, look what I've got, this is fantastic, this will do this, this, this and this for you. That isn't consistency, that's spamming. So once you learn the process behind consistency and someone actually says to you what consistency is, it's really, really important that you know how consistency works. So consistency is learning, improving, showing your journey, showing everyone what you're getting out of what you're doing. It's just a light bulb. Like once you work out what it is, it's a light bulb moment. And I just had enough. I'd had enough of going to people and them not actually telling me what to do. So they'd say, "Oh, you just got to be consistent." Well, how can I be consistent? Like, what have I got to say? What have I got to be doing? What do I need to be doing? What post should I be making? What should I be doing this? What should I be doing that? And you know what? The biggest bit of advice that I got was just be yourself. Just turn up as you, give everything that you've got as you, and being consistent will be so easier. It's so, like, the hardest thing I ever did was become myself, but then once I became myself, turning up here as me is not hard. Like today, I've been at work all day. My hair, like, I'm not joking, is a bit of a state. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. And before, I wouldn't have been able to turn up to you because I'd thought, oh, I need to have all my makeup done. I need to have the perfect outfit on. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. And then that would then be like self-sabotaging. And I would be like, I'm not going to go and do a live then because I've got to turn up looking like this. I've got to turn up looking like that. And that's hard. It is really hard to stay consistent and turn up as somebody who isn't you. It is the hardest thing to do. Being somebody who is not you is knackering. It is absolutely knackering. And all you can do is you're going to wear yourself out, you're going to wear yourself down, and it's just not going to be who you are. You need to find something that you're comfortable within and what you excitedly turn up doing. So if you're not excited about what you're doing, think about what excites you. What is it that you would love to talk about all day, every day? What could you come on here and really share value in and really help somebody with? Because once you work that out, being consistent becomes a lot easier. It's so much easier to turn up as you. Like a lot of people, like family, for instance, going off on a tangent here, like family, when you're around your family, you feel so comfortable. Well, a lot of people do. And the reason for that is because you just can be you. You can just turn up, be you. And families, well, I say families, but mine are quite accepting of how you turn up, how you are. And when you're not, you feel comfortable around your family because you don't have to put on a facade. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You just turn up as you, and that's why it's so easy to be around your family, because you're just turning up as you, and it's easy, isn't it? So like sometimes you go out with people and you don't really get on with them, like your best mates. Like if you go out with your best mates, it's easy. It's one of the easy things to do. Like I've had friends where I've gone around the house and been in my pajamas and stuff. Like we've all done that, and that's because it's easy, because they're people that you feel comfortable with. They're people that you can be yourself with. And this is what I'm saying, is you can turn up here on this platform just being you. There is nothing to say that you need to turn up looking a certain way, behaving a certain way, doing a certain way, because I go on a lot about attracting your tribe and your vibe and all that. And that's what it's all about. So when you're being you and you're not pretending to be someone you're not, and you're not doing things that go against everything that you believe with, consistency is easy. And if you're having a bad day and you go to an upline or someone and you say, look, I'm really, really struggling, like what, I can't keep going, and they go, no, just keep going, it'll be fine, you just got to keep going. That is not the advice you need. You need someone to say, actually, it is tough, and I've had days like this, and you will have days like this, but try doing this, try doing that, try this way, try that way. And that is so much better to get that advice than just keep going, just keep trying, just keep. And that is what I'm trying to get at, is consistency is easy when you're doing something that you really enjoy, when you're turning up just as yourself, you're turning up with your greasy hair and your hair up in a bun after you've been at work all day. That is easy to do than me turning up going, oh, I've got to have a face full of makeup. I don't do makeup. Well, I do when I go out, but in general, and that's it really. So as per usual with my lives, you know what I'm like, I go a bit off tangent, but that is what consistency is in a nutshell. It's turning up today, being who you want to be, creating value, knowing on the days where you don't feel so great that other people feel like that. You're not on your own. Like, other people will turn up and they have days, and I have them where I just think, why on earth, what am I doing? Like, I'm just embarrassing myself in front of everybody, like nobody appreciates what I do. And then you'll have that one day where people go, do you know what, you really, really inspire me. I'm really glad that you're here doing what you do. It really inspires me. You're really helping me. And that is worth more than anything. When you get days like that, it's worth everything. So start turning up as yourself, start turning up in a passion that you enjoy and something that you really love doing, and it won't feel like a chore, it won't feel like you're just forcing consistency, and it will be fab. So if you want to, if you're ever feeling a bit down in the dumps about it all, my inbox is always open. I'm always here to chat with you about anything, not always related to this, but I just wanted to share a little bit about consistency, and that, like, what is it when people say, well, just keep going, why should I keep going? What on earth should I keep going? No one wants to know me, no one wants to talk to me, no one's watching my lives, nobody's this. There is a reason behind it, and if you're showing up creating value, people want to watch you, people want to see you. So if you have got any value from this whatsoever, hashtag value, share, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.